See, all I had to do was get on here.
No kidding. They heard the footsteps of Alex Raymer. Wow. Okay, well, I think we got that technological issue resolved. Good morning, Alex.
You threatened the big guns, and it behaved real quick.
I did. It broke their algorithm. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was strange. You might want to check and see if we're live on all the other platforms too, Alex, because I'm assuming
I'm watching it.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody. Oh, let's see here. Got that chat. Oh, let's get this one set up. All right, there we go. Well, I think we're going in the right direction now. That was the weirdest thing. I hit live, and it said schedule your live. So then I had to click on the channels. And once I clicked on the channels, then it came up with another screen. And I just hit OK, and then it went live. I don't know.
What you get for pushing buttons on a Monday.
I know. No kidding. Well, I mean, I had no choice because it just wouldn't go live. All right. Well, that's good. At least we got that there. Good morning, Dave.
Morning, guys. What's up?
Well, we had some technical issues, but I think they have been averted. I threatened the big gun, Alex, and I think Restream heard me and got it figured out.
Good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Good morning, James.
Good morning, sir.
3.5 more years. Exactly. Couldn't have. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, let me say some good mornings here first. Let's see who we've got here. We have Kingsgirl 1974. Good morning, Kingsgirl. Rick Sr. Good morning, Rick. Kevin Kiesler is here. Mama Bear, Grand Rising, everyone. Good morning, Mama Bear. Sarah Catherine. Good morning, Sarah Catherine. So TikTok has this new feature now where you can do a text message and then they apply it and do these different things. Well, Sarah Catherine was the first one to responded to this new text thing that I did on TikTok, and it looks like it worked. So I'm glad. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Free to Be Me. Wendy's here. Nut is here. Grand Rising. Good morning, Nut. Chris Romano. Wendy. Oh, let's see here. Scratch 65. Scratch, haven't seen you in a while. Glad you made it. All right, let's see. We're moving in the right direction, I can tell. Lori Christine is here. Hi, Lori. Tara N is here. Good morning, Tara. Modest Matt is here as well. Sassy Minnesota girl and native San Diegan. Wow, the whole gang's piling in. Martin's WB. Good morning, Martin. Tammy C54 is here as well. All right, and who do we have? Let's see. We have Ozzy Crosby over on YouTube. Good morning, Ozzy. So, you guys, there is so much chatter about the National Guard. Oh my gosh. I am beside myself. It is future proving past once again. How many troops were mobilized in President Trump's first term? Was it 1 million National Guard? Now we have 17 more cities. Come on, man. What are the chances? Right?
Yep.
Well, he had a press conference this morning, and he said he doesn't want to go into these cities unless he's asked. If the governor governor invites him. So I think it's inevitable, but he's optically further showing the people that there are people that don't want us to clean up the cities, and he's putting a magnifying glass on them. So,
and I think those people that don't want us to clean up the cities are primarily the politicians. And oh boy, they have them coming. Exactly. Hey, Deb06 is here. Hey, Deb. Joy. Good morning, Joy. And there she is, Lisa Maria. Good morning, Lisa. Also, Lisa is now a moderator on YouTube, so you've got some backup there, Alex, and you too, Ozzy. Lisa Sutton's here on YouTube. Good morning, Lisa. Okay, well, let's see here. Let's get to, oh, wow. We got, boy, we are definitely having some issues with technology this morning, but it looks like it's straightened out on my end. Kathleen Garcia's here. Hey, Kathleen. Diva 53, Towie Bixby. Good morning, Towie. Tammy C54, thank you for all the gifts. How sweet. Okay, let's get to indices with Alex. What do you say, Alex?
Well, happy Monday. Let's see. S&P 500 is down 3 points to 6,463. The Dow is down 229 to 45,401. NASDAQ is up 70 points to 21,567. And gold has been bouncing really close to that all-time high. We're up to $3,418 an ounce. Silver currently down 8 cents to $39.08. Looking at the crypto indices, let's go to oil first. Oil up $1.27 to 64.93. And damn it, I just closed crypto. 1 second.
Take your time. We're in no rush this morning. Marianne Thompson, good morning.
I clicked the wrong button.
That's okay.
It's a Monday.
Okay, here we go. So looking at the crypto indices this morning, mixed bag of tricks, as they would say. Looks like things have slid down even further. Bitcoin down 1.95% to 112,289. Ethereum down 3% to 4,617. XRP down 1.9% to $2.95. That steak is sounding so good right about now. Cardano down 3% to 87 cents. Stellar Lumens XLM down 3% to 39. Drops. There are none for today, but I have to build some anticipation for tomorrow's drop. That's all I got.
Well, I was doing some research on the drops over the weekend, and we all know that President Trump is going to the UK in September, right? And if you look at some of the drops from the date that he's going to be there, it says panic in DC and panic in the UK. Now, what are the chances of that drop on the day that he's supposed to be there? Well, buckle up, everybody.
I also received a private message over the weekend, and I've shared with people that, we all have sources and we all have this, but from that source, Hillary Clinton's going to be coming into focus.
Well, she's sure been in the narrative a lot. Wouldn't surprise me. 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, who knows which one it is. Hey, Christy B from Hayesville, Kansas is here. Good morning, Christy B.
I think it's going to be more like corruption 0.0.
Yeah, exactly. Marianne Thompson is here. Brian Yeager. Good morning, all. Tally Bixby said that TikTok would not let me on. Rebooted 3 times. Wonder what's going on. What if they did an update? It's possible. Let's see. Chrissy's here. Hi, Chrissy. Oh, I see that. Okay. I get it. Sherry from East Tennessee is here. Good morning, Sherry. All right, Dave, what do we have for farming and agriculture today?
Thanks, Sam. I appreciate that. It's a beautiful, chilly morning here in Iowa. 51 degrees this morning when we woke up. No complaints. James just about had to turn his furnace on last night, the way it sounds. So a little touch and go. 40 degrees.
Good news is he's got his eyebrows back to keep him warm.
That's right. He can comb them over, keep them warm. No, corn is up 1 to 2 across the board. Soybeans down 3 to 8. Wheat is up 5 to 6. Cattle is down 0.4%, and hogs are up 0.2%. Speaking of that steak, Alex, watch what you're buying, because 32 pounds of meat, different kinds of meat, were recalled. Were sold with false USDA marks of inspection. So that ought to be interesting to see what happens out of that. 3,200 pounds. 32,000 pounds, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Well, I get to call the butcher, the locker, today to tell them my cut instructions on local grass-fed Black Angus beef, so I think I'm safe.
You're safe there.
Yum.
No doubt about it.
That
Buy
sounds
local.
wonderful.
It is.
Farmer right up the road.
Yep.
Thank you, Dave. Great report as always. Let's see. Virgo 47 made it. Hi, Virgo. Good morning to you as well. Christy C is here. Good morning, Christy. Tally Bixby is having all kinds of trouble on TikTok. Now her screen is locked up. I don't know what's going on over there, Towie, but hang in there. I'm sure it'll get better.
I know an IT guy, Cowie.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, we have the trolls in force on YouTube today. And one of them said, "Oh, look, Looney Tunes is back." Well, if I'm Looney Tunes, then but that's all, folks. I'm happy with that. Oh my gosh. Jason Coons made it. Hey, Jason. All right, let's see here. James, the military report for the day.
Yes, sir. Hey, Alex, I did want to tell you, if you want to check into an interesting cut of meat that I kind of discovered this weekend, it's called Thor's Hammer.
Ooh.
That
looks
looks
good.
like,
What is that?
oh man,
Yes,
it's
sir.
I
Bone
don't
in,
know.
baby.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't. Sam, I'll have to send you a picture, and I'll send that picture when I send you the 12 years of sweet corn today.
Oh, yum. I can't wait to get that. I'm so
You bet.
excited.
Slow and low.
And I think some of
That's
them, I'm going to do that thing where Alex said to wrap it in bacon or something and then put the husk back on.
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried that before. That sounds yummy.
Buddy. Yo, man.
I like to smoke it, and I like to put honey on it, and just put it on the grill and let it do its thing. It's marvelous.
Yum.
Okay, so the United States Air Force has accepted its 500th F-35, and it is on duty in Florida with the Florida Air National Guard. And this was confirmed on August 21st. This is fifth generation power. According to the United States Air Force, the F-35A is the second most common type of jet following the F-16. The Air Force goal is 1,763 F-35s. The goal will be accomplished. This goal won't be accomplished until 2050. Under the plan, the Air Force wanted 48 F-35s a year. With F-16 retirements, the F-35 will be the most numerate by 2030. Following that, this involves a mineral. The military is after cobalt. It was once primarily used as a coloring agent in ceramics and is now sought after as a resource for the U.S. military. The United States wants to add $500 million worth to the stockpile. Smartphone and electric vehicles for military rely on the silvery blue element primarily sourced in China. This is a 5-year plan looking to add about 7,500 tons. The minimums of 2 million predetermined suppliers are based in Canada, Japan, and Norway. The largest cobalt extraction in the U.S. is in Idaho. And unfortunately, that mine closed in March of 23 because of low prices.
Interesting. Great, James. Thank you for that report. So over on YouTube, Chastity Highland said, "I love sweet corn." Me too. Skippy said, "Minnesota, I used to live there until the socialists took over. Now you guys have some really lame Somalia flag too." Is that true?
Yes, sir, it is.
There's
Wow.
parts of that state that even the law enforcement doesn't want to go into because of it. I know a town in Texas that has some of the same problems.
Wow.
That's commonly what I just put up. That's what you commonly see here.
Jeez, you guys are turning into LA. You better be careful.
Get that off the screen.
Dude, that's bad. Ego's here. Hey, Ego and Valerie James. Tim Shaw, 707. Well, look who showed up. Franny Dragonfly is here. Good morning, Franny.
You're hanging out in the wrong neighborhoods, James.
No kidding, man.
Whatever.
Jeez. What did that happen? That when the wheels came off on that
backyard.
one.
Oh, by the way, there's no guns out. He's got a sweatshirt on this morning up there in Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. Chris Romano said, "Happy Monday, Sam, James, Dave, and Alex. I hope you had a fantastic weekend." We did. I hope you did too as well. TJ said, "Yes, help us in Minnesota." Hey, I'm in LA. I got my hands full over here. Mr. Alton just made it. Hey, Mr. Alton. Lisa Sutton over on YouTube said, "Oh my God, James, face blue, wide eyes." Oh my goodness. Luffy's fan is here on YouTube as well.
I knew that one was going to create a little bit of a ruckus. So
Do you think? Oh yeah. The wheels came off on that one out, James. Hey, Allie Mae's here. Hi, Allie Mae. Glad you can make it. You better be on your best behavior, Alex. Lace
Yes,
and
sir.
Steel is here. Good morning, Lace. All right, so let's jump in here. Trump says after cleaning up D.C. with the National Guard, he'll move to another location, stating that Chicago will be next. Then we'll help New York, and then L.A., and then everywhere else, right? I mean, this is a major, major move. Now, again, most of you understand that I believe that this began quite some time ago. This is the optical rollout of what's already taken place. Alex, what do you make of it?
Well, so we had a press conference this morning. He signed some executive orders. Some things that I found really interesting is not really a backtrack, but maybe a clarification on going into other cities, other states. And he said that he doesn't really want to go in unless he's asked to come in and clean up. And like I mentioned earlier, I think that's optically going to show again who is and who isn't available for. We lost you.
We got a violation from something.
Yep, I bet it was that photo he put up. He doesn't.
Oh no!
He doesn't learn. He doesn't learn. So I think optically, it's further going to show those that are and those that are not for cleaning up the cities. Another interesting thing that happened is the director of the U.S. Marshals was there and presented him with a gift, which was a U.S. Marshal badge. And inside of the U.S. Marshal honorary badge was a key to handcuffs. And he said, we're giving you the key to the handcuffs because you have unhandcuffed law enforcement across this country to be able to do their jobs again. So that was a pretty interesting White House briefing today.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what happened there with, it looks like James violated firearms and dangerous weapons policy.
It was that photo.
What was in the photo that was a weapon? I don't remember.
It was the person in the wheelchair, what they were holding.
Oh.
Didn't even see it.
Well, you could. James.
James, oh my gosh. Okay, so that means that
we're joining us on Mega Farms sometime soon. So
I think that's probably the case. I mean, I don't know, but oh, James, what are we gonna do with you? Oh well, everybody say a prayer for James. Let's all bow our heads in silence. Oh my goodness.
Before you let him use the other account, he needs to shave those eyebrows off again.
That's right.
Is that what the prerequisite's going to be? Okay, good. Dave, what do you make of this thing with Trump and the National Guard?
Well, we'll see what happens out of it. I know I was watching the same thing Alex was this morning. Going to be interesting, but they also said the Pentagon reportedly has been involved in planning for potential deployment in Chicago. I obviously think that's probably the first one that's going to get if they're going to move forward. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody in the chat saying, oh, poor James. It's not poor James. James knows better, and he still did it anyway. Jeez, what are we going to do with him? Oh, Virgo47 said Granny had a pew-pew. Okay, yeah, I didn't even catch that.
I didn't even catch that either.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Deb.
I very quickly said, "Get that off the screen."
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the thing pushing her. The thing.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Well, TikTok likes that.
Do they?
Probably right.
Yeah, they probably do. That's weird. Hey, Richard Pacente's over here on YouTube. Hey, Richard, glad you could make it. Oh my gosh, James.
Wizzle23 on YouTube said, "Shitstorm coming."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sarah Catherine said, gotta love James and his photos. Ha ha. Yeah, we love him off screen now, apparently, because once again, he got a violation. Since everybody knows that James, the unfiltered portion of this broadcast, put a photo up that had something that it should not have had on it, according to TikTok. And now James is in jail. Not
what kind of bird can't fly?
What's that?
What kind of bird can't fly?
I don't know what.
Jailbird.
Oh, exactly. Oh, James. Oh, my goodness. Well, what the hell are you going to do? Live and learn again, James. And I hope he's listening so we could just razz him the entire show about this.
He
Tanya,
is. He's on.
Is he okay? Tanya Mooncyber's here. Hey, Tanya. Glad you could make it.
Go ahead and forward me your notes, James. I'll get your part covered, brother.
There we go. Wendy J said TikTok is such a Disney app. Oh, my goodness. Oh, James in the chat said, I'm watching. All right, James. Well, do we want to try and get him over on Mega Farms?
We could try, but I have to get a pass and do that. So we could work it, but for the rest of the week, he's going to have to because I may be missing some. So
oh
I'm
my
going to have to get him
God.
set up on another one.
James, see what you did to us? You had to throw the whole monkey wrench into the entire broadcast. I lead off. We've got technical issues. Alex has closing screens when he shouldn't be. And then what do? You pull something out of the hat that gets you kicked off again. What are we going to do with you, James? Well, if you weren't such an incredible asset to this show, we might have to consider banning you permanently. But we can't do that because James is James, and we're glad that you're with us. All right. Well, let's see. James said that he sent it, Alex. Yes, Jess Perry 16 said squirrel. Yeah, well, this is a big squirrel. When you lose one of our broadcast partners, yeah, that's a big squirrel. Oh, Rick Sr. said, I love James's input into the show. I do too. And unfortunately, because of his unfiltered approach to broadcasting, we won't be seeing him the rest of the day. But hopefully we can get him on through our guest account the rest of the week. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Virgo 47 said, we love our bad boy, James. Isn't that the truth? He is the bad boy of the group, isn't he? James, the bad boy. Mama
There's
Bear
other
said,
words too. There's other words too that we really can't say.
No, we're on TikTok. We got to be careful. Exactly. Mama Bear said he just didn't want to dance today, Sam. You could be right. Maybe it was all a calculated risk. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Hits is here. Hi, Atesh. He said, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, too.
I'll work on it a little bit. Maybe we can get him on Mega Farms here.
Yeah, exactly. T Rainey 2 said, please call him to get the info. Exactly. See, James, not only did you let yourself down, you let the crowd down at home.
I have the notes. I'm pulling them up.
All right. Let's see.
Leave out the pictures, Alex.
Yeah, no kidding. God.
That's a given.
Exactly. Oh, gosh. Oh, well. Oh, D said, I think Alex is the bad boy. Oh, ouch. Well, he kind of is at times. You didn't hear that, Ellie Mae. It wasn't. No, definitely not Alex. Definitely not. All right. Well, let's see. All right. Now let's get back to the stories here. The next one up is CNBC saying that Canada has dropped many of its retaliatory tariffs on the U.S. Dave, let us have it.
Well, excited to hear that. Obviously, the tariffs do work. It's interesting on a lot of stuff. Obviously, I'm interested in a lot of agriculture, but not only ag stuff, but it's microwaves, toasters, refrigerators. And interesting enough, it also includes milk, where there was a 275% tariff on prior to that. So interesting stuff, but they're still going to have it on steel, aluminum, and automobiles. So step in the right direction for Canada, because I imagine it's hard to keep people employed when they don't have jobs, when they're losing products.
Exactly. Valerie James said, bad boy, what you gonna do when the TikTok comes for you? Well, James FAFO'd. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh, Leather and Pearls is here. Hey, Leather. Alex, you want to comment on that with James's notes or your notes, or what do you think?
I'm trying to get his notes from text message over to my computer. Look, there's so many moving parts. Again, going back to Dave's great analogy, the spokes on the wheel. There's a lot of moving parts to keep that machine in motion, and the fact that we're seeing them acquiesce to the way it's just going to be. is another sign that we're on the right track.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, so we're going to do a poll here. Because of what happened with James today, we're going to do a poll. Do we think that James is the bad boy? If you think James is the bad boy, put a 1 in the chat. If you think Alex is the bad boy, put a 2 in the chat. 1 is James, 2 is Alex. So let's see what everybody thinks. We're going to disperse any illusions. Oh my gosh. Jason Coons 1, Leonard Little 1, Marianne Thompson 1, Wendy 1, D 2. Of course, the real Alex 3. Tammy C54 2, Tim Shaw 1, Terry Dykus 1, Towie Bixby 1, Rick Senior 1, Devin Quass, of course, 3, Joy 1, King's Girl 3, of course, Wendy 1, Sarah Catherine 1, Cindy Lou 1, Lisa Maria 3. Oh, that's right. Maybe Lisa Maria should have been number 3. I don't know. Lynn Brooks 1, Kevin Kiesler 1, PJ Party Peggy 2. Oh, another Alex vote. Leather and Pearls 1, Virgo 47, both. Oh my gosh. I had to do it. I just want Richard Pacente over on YouTube said 1 and 2. Exactly. Pumpkin UFO 8666 said number 1. Oh my goodness. Sorry, James. I just had to let you have it there a little bit. Lace and Steel said 2. Golfer Caps, my sister, said 1 and 2. Exactly. Scrat 65, 1 and 2. Tammy said 4, Mega Dave. I don't know, man. Mega Dave is like the all-American farming stand-up guy. I don't see Mega Dave as being any bad boy.
It's all a front. It's all
a front. Exactly. Oh my gosh.
And there's only 2 things to do in the country, and I can't mention either one of them on TikTok.
Well, cow tipping. Yeah,
you can mention that.
What do you got to be to have the courage to go tip that cow?
Yeah. A lot of alcohol.
Oh. Sassy Minnesota girl said he's from Minnesota. Of course he's a bad boy. Exactly, Sassy. Exactly. Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on. Although maybe we should just stay here, just rail on James for a while. What do you guys think? No, okay, we'll let him off the hook. So, Ghislaine Maxwell said she never saw Trump in any inappropriate setting, never saw him be inappropriate, and that he was always a gentleman. And she also said she does not believe Epstein committed unaliving, if you know what I mean. So, Alex, were you able to pull up James's notes?
I'm still trying to get it over. I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second. So the audio tapes are available on the DOJ's website. You can go listen to the actual audios, and I've done so. I don't trust her. I don't trust what she has to say. I think that it's a desperate ploy to change her situation. So I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. The truth is guaranteed to rise, and so is the sun in the morning. So eventually, I think it'll all ferret itself out. But I'm on the fence after listening to the audios. I mean, to put it in James-isms, the woman's just trying to save her own ass.
Well, I personally believe, I think you're right, but I personally believe that she did the singing quite some time ago, as well as Epstein did some singing quite some time ago. And they just haven't revealed it to the public yet. But again, that's just my speculative perspective on it. We'll see. Dave, what do you think?
No, I agree with you on Sam. That's why we're moving forward with a lot of these court stuff, and I assume arrests behind the scenes. So it's interesting. I think you can see both sides of saying that she's saving her ass, saying Trump wasn't there, but I don't believe he was there. Obviously, once he found out who Epstein was, I believe, and he kicked him out of all of his places. So
yeah, exactly. Plus, he was a confidential informant for the FBI. Sure, he's in the files, but he was never guilty of any nefarious actions. Mama Bear said, if you know Isn't that the truth, Mama Bear? Isn't that the truth? Hey, Vicky Veronic Bakken made it. Hey, Vicky. D said, I think he was silenced. Well, yeah, okay. It's possible he was silenced. It's possible he's still alive. It's possible he's in WITSEC, witness protection. We don't know. But again, David said McAfee sings. Yeah, again, McAfee, who had government contracts for all of the computers, all of the virus software that he had installed on all of the government computers, or the majority of them. You don't think he has some information? Absolutely he does. At least in my opinion, or did, or does, or who knows whether he's breathing or not. But hey, Deb, our DNB06 Deb, thank you for all the gifts. It's really appreciated. All right, let's see. Christy B coming to James's protection again. When I worked at General Motors as a material clerk, I love my contact with all the truckers. Oh, everybody loves James. We're still going to give him a hard time now. Well, let's see here. Oh, Leather and Pearl said, looking forward to Virginia Guffrey's book. Huh. Interesting. Valerie James says, I think he's still alive. I think he is. It's quite possible that he is as well.
11:33. It's sponsor time, sir.
No, it's not. Is it? Oh, it is. Oh, my goodness. Well, glory be. It is sponsor time. All right, that was my southern accent, in case anybody was wondering. So first up, we have MyPillow, Mike Lindell. And, Mike is fighting for the integrity of America. So in fact, his percale sheets are on sale, $29. I saw some of you bought them last week. Any size, any color, use the code SAM, and you'll get up to 80% off of whatever you purchase from MyPillow or my store. So give him some business. He can use it. It benefits the channel. It benefits America. MyPillow.com, promo SAM. And then secondly, we have Neil Naturopathic. Dr. Neil's been a guest on this show many times. He'll be coming on again soon. He's developed hair care products that, number one, get rid of dandruff. Number two, increase hair growth. And number three, there's no chemicals or toxins at all in any of his products. Go to neilnaturopathic.com. Use the code SAM20, SAM20, and you'll get a 20% discount on your order. And then, of course, we have Dr. Peter Glidden. And I noticed that several of you went to Dr. Glidden's website last week and joined his membership. Not only has he reduced the price considerably, but if you use the code SAM, you'll get an additional 30% off. And if you have young kids or grandkids and you have questions about their health, go to Dr. Glidden's website. Just go to my website, click on his button, use the code SAM, and you get an extra 30% off. And then and Dr. Glidden's book, go to my website, use the code SAM, you get 10% off his new book. And then, Alex, what do we have on cybersecurity today?
RiskToolTech.com. Risk Tool software gives you peace of mind by ensuring that your regulatory requirements are met. Compliance becomes a certainty, and we stay on top of evolving regulations so that you don't have to. RiskToolTech.com.
Excellent. Thanks, Alex. Hey, Brian said, he said, I finally made it. Boy, Brian, you missed so many opportunities for squirrels. Just so everybody knows, James was here, but he decided to post something on his background that TikTok did not like. And there's James's notes that he sent to Alex. I don't know if you're going to be able to decipher those or not. Oh, nice sombrero. But James was flagged by TikTok. He's off the program today. We're going to figure out a way to get him on some other way tomorrow. But for today, James is, as I've said earlier, we're going to recognize a moment of silence for James. Oh, Alex, how cute.
That's my grandson. That's what I did this weekend.
Wow, that is so cool. Now, I'm pretty sure TikTok's not going to give us a flag for that. Other than maybe a big heart. Exactly. Dave, what do you think about this Epstein deal?
It's interesting. Like I said, it's that's another back burner to see how it comes out. So there's a lot of moving elements in that whole deal, and obviously they can't bring that out until the court cases are moving forward and the people are are taken under the badge. So I believe that's what's happening with that.
Yeah, right. Let's see here. Did you want to expound upon anything from James's notes on that one, Alex?
His notes, I can't. The picture he sent is in a format HEIC. I don't know what kind of format that is, so I'm unable to digitally trade that over. Let me look real quick at what.
Jan, loving being grandma, thank you for the gifts. Kevin Kiesler, Rick Sr., thank you all for the gifts.
I can kind of see it too, though. Let's see here.
James said it's a rough start for the week. Yeah, no kidding, James.
I played devil's advocate, and his notes indicate the opposite. That for information vindicating, if I'm interpreting them correctly, for information vindicating number 47, that she deserves the accolades and the pardon. So I may be wrong. You can correct me if you'd like.
Got it. Okay. Let's see. Johnny B, thank you for the gifts. Scratch 65, thank you for the gifts. All right, let's see. James is in the chat saying, come on, get it together. What do you mean? You're the one who threw us off the rails, James. Now you're pointing a finger at us?
I sent you a message through Mega Farms and Mega's Farm also. There's two different ones too. So you have the information to log on to Mega Farms. So if there's a problem, contact me.
Okay, great. Well, let's see if we can get James back on. No promises at this point.
Right.
All right, well, let's see. So, according to Zero Hedge, now this one's a very interesting story. So, President Trump said that we now own 10% stake in Intel. Now, as I mentioned in the dispatch, does this have something to do with 13818, 13848? And is this going to be a direct contributor to the Sovereign Wealth Fund? Sure seems that way to me. Dave, what do you think?
Well, it's interesting. That could be one way it's going. The government's acquiring 9.9% stake in Intel, worth 20.47 per share at this point. And he says it's only going to go up. So it's an investment in the U.S. I don't know if that's ever happened before. What's your guys' opinion on that?
I've never heard of that before, but we've never had a sovereign wealth fund before. 13818 and 13848. That basically outlines that if you're involved with human trafficking or with election interference, you essentially forfeit all of your assets. And I think that's partly what's happened with Intel. I think it's partly what's happened with BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, and so forth. And that we're going to be seeing those funds pouring into the sovereign wealth fund. Alex?
External Revenue Service, responsible for redistribution. We'll see. Speaking of BlackRock and Vanguard, who are the major stakeholders in Cracker Barrel, what is going on anyway?
Dude, I know I didn't bring that up in the dispatch, but let's talk a little bit about it. So you have this woke CEO that has removed the gentleman sitting in the chair on the Cracker Barrel logo. And within a day, within 24 hours, Cracker Barrel lost $100 million in value. $100 million in one day. What does that tell you? When are these people going to learn? Dave?
I'm working on James, so you guys go ahead with it. I'll work on it real quick here.
Alex?
FAFO, go woke, go broke. I mean, the Cracker Barrel Old Country Store was founded in Lebanon, Tennessee by David Evans in 1969. I mean, they're steeped in history. 77 through 2006, they expanded to 13 locations. 2006 to 2015, they introduced the warmth and visibility with the contours of a man in a barrel illustration and lettering were refined for a cleaner, more modern look. I don't get it, but I guess I don't have the mental capacity to understand what the big deal was about the existing logo. I don't get it. And I think America is showing Cracker Barrel that they don't get it either. So,
And what about Aunt Jemima? The first black woman to be a multimillionaire, and they've got to pull her off. It makes no sense. What about, there's so many other examples of what we could say. What about the Washington Redskins? I mean, they were I forget the name of the Indian tribe that approved it. The logo was made by someone in the Indian tribe, and yet they still decided to remove it. It makes absolutely no sense. Dave, did you want to comment on that? Or are you still working on the James?
I just sent him what he should need, so we'll see if watch for a mega farms coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I don't know why they're pushing it. I don't know why that's the case. They said it's rebranding the company, and they're probably going to stick with it because they invested a lot of money into it. But it's kind of like the Minnesota Vikings getting male cheerleaders that.
Oh, I know. Come on, man! How freaking bizarre is that?
It is totally bizarre.
They came out and said, despite the simplified design, the company insists that Uncle Herschel remains a part of its restaurant's imagery and menus, preserving, I almost said perversing, preserving some connections to its heritage. It says the logo's evolution reflects Cracker Barrel's challenge of balancing its traditional identity with the need to stay relevant in a competitive market. What?
Okay,
Yeah.
James is on.
Okay. Rick Sr. said, I finally subscribed. Having fun clicking on all the stuff. Glad you subscribed, Rick. Also, everybody, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscription button. We do a subscriber-only live on Fridays, and we'd love to have you be part of it. Well, look who's back. Is he back or is he playing possum? Yeah. James, what the hell is going on? Okay. We have to rail on you for a while here, James. You know what needs to happen, yet you decide in that mind of yours to do something different. What were you thinking?
I was looking at the dude's legs, okay? I didn't even see the freaking gun.
The what? The pew-pew.
The pew-pews.
I don't know what I'm more concerned about. The fact that there was a pew-pew on there or the fact that James was looking at the guy's legs. I'm not sure which is more concerning.
I told you he was hanging out in the wrong neighborhood. I'm telling you.
Exactly. Tim Shaw 707 said, wow, that sounded wrong, didn't it? I know, right? Oh my gosh, James. Well, King's Girl 1974's got our back. She's saying, buy it on the TikTok shop. And so is Brian. Exactly. Well, James, do you think you've learned your lesson this time? What do you think?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, come on. Don't give me that old head down crap. I know you. Yeah, I know what's sitting on your chair next to you right now, I'm sure. So I don't want to hear it.
We get off air, you get yourself to the corner and face in the corner and think about
exactly. When I said, James, have you learned your lesson? Wendy's response was nope. Scratch 65, nope. Christy B78 saying, you're the man, James. Oh, gosh. Virgo 47, you're right. She said, y'all didn't notice the pew-pew either. So, yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice it. You're right.
I did. I said, get that off.
Yeah,
you
did right away. I didn't even see it.
My back's so sore carrying James all this time. It's insane.
So, James, do you want to
I thought about going to the farm show until Dave just said that statement. Fuck it, I'm out.
Oh, jeez Louise. Now with that word that he just said, watch, he's going to get banned off of Mega Farms. Come on, James, pull it together, brother.
Oh, no.
Oh. that was something from Kathleen Garcia. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Brian, you did miss a lot. Believe me. So, James, any comment?
Everybody send bail money to Mega Farms.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, my gosh.
Sam, I missed the last topic because I was trying to log back in. What was the last topic?
We were talking about the 10% stake in Intel.
Oh, sure.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I have something to say about that. It's part of a broader strategy to create a sovereign wealth fund. It's also looking to stake more companies. My recommendation to the Trump administration, risk tool technology.
Exactly. Risktooltech.com. Oh, my gosh. N1 Affy over on YouTube said, I'm an ignorant Englishman. I have virtually no idea what you're going on about. Well, it's kind of a long story, Englishman, but James got suspended on his account. In fact, James, did it say that you were going to be suspended for a certain amount of time?
August 28th, but I wasn't done. I wasn't done with the other part.
I'm sorry, I just cracked me up. Go ahead, James.
The other part of the staking in Intel, it's going to create more money, more jobs in the United States. The Intel deal is to the United States is 10% worth about 8.9 billion as part of the CHIPS Act. Trump signed an executive order in early February to start the sovereign wealth fund. This staking in large companies is not unusual if you look at Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Yep, exactly. Sovereign wealth fund, baby. It's coming. Brian, there it is, the squirrel from Brian. And of course, Mama Bear with a whole bunch of squirrels. I know. I get it.
I actually, Sam, I questioned myself. Should I put that out there? Oh, hell, why not?
Yeah.
Well,
Brian said a 4-day ban isn't anything. I used to get 30 on Facebook. I know. Exactly. Hey, Magic is here. Hey, Magic. Mama Bear said it's Squirrely Monday. Isn't that the truth? First off, I have technical issues. Then Alex has technical issues. And then, of course, we have James and what James did. But we're getting through. All right, let's see. So, according to Election Wizard and several other outlets, up to 1,700 National Guard troops are set to mobilize across 19 states in the coming weeks to assist DHS with a nationwide crackdown on illegal immigration and crime initiated by President Trump. And then right on the heels of that, we had, according to ABC News, the National Guard in D.C. is going to be carrying M17, you know what they are, to help enforce duties. Now, I'm going to go to James first, but James, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. No props, no pictures that are inappropriate. If you think you can handle that, then go on.
Okay. Well, widely these targeted states are going to be Republican. The National Guard to help with personal data collection, fingerprinting, DNA swabbing, photography of the perps in custody. In this, I guess, whole thing, there's 42,000 removal orders by March. 50% of those removals were in Texas. You have to remember, this isn't just crime. This is also immigration. This is ICE. Miami-Dade has 154,974 by the end of March. Cook County, Illinois, 113,959. And of course, LA County, California, has 112,090. Utah, North and South Dakota have explosive populations of illegals, and they're coming for you. But besides Chicago, I think Baltimore, they're calling for help in Baltimore. So this could be a round 'em up fun show.
Yep. Kelly Thurman too said they need to come to Texas. Well, believe me, they're everywhere, in my opinion. D said, "Be nice to James if you want that corn." Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Hey, and look who we have over here on Facebook. We have the one, the only Lee Daniel. Hi, Lee. So glad to see you here over on Facebook because somebody else got banned from TikTok and it wasn't just James. But we're glad you're here. All right, let's see. Dave, any comments on that?
Well, it said the activations are expected to last through mid-November and are coordinated with the Pentagon and the Department of Homeland Security. Up to 1,700 National Guard troops are expected to participate. The states are Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Wyoming.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. I think it's we're kind of cornering the rats. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Alex?
FAFO on that story, but I do want to go back to Intel because you skipped me, Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think people need to understand that Intel has been facing challenges over the last several years, with a decline in 2021 from 79 billion revenues dropping to 54 billion in 2023, and it's continued to go down over the last 3 years. So the deal with the CHIPS Act, additional funding into ownership rather than subsidies, is a win-win for the American public. Building that sovereign wealth fund, which eventually will be redistributed. If you don't understand what a sovereign wealth fund is, go do a little research. What countries have them? Because I think you'll find the countries that have them have the healthcare systems that everybody wants. Don't have a homeless population that we currently have. It's a win-win. It's not a government takeover. Yes, it's historical. Yes, it's new. But so are tariffs. And if you want to know when the United States was the richest it's ever been, go back to the late 1800s all the way up to 1913, when we were booming underneath a tariff-based economy, which was removed from all textbooks on how and why that works. So on that note, going back to deploying National Guard, like I said, watching the news briefing from the White House this morning, it was discussed, the arming, the giving the National Guard the tools they need to be the law enforcement. ICE had put out the call for more employees. They were looking to hire, was it 20,000? I don't remember the exact number, 50,000 something.
50.
Yeah, and they've had more than 150,000 people apply for the job. So I think that speaks pretty loudly to what they're doing is what the people want. Just what I want. I mean,
Hey,
just
Dave,
saying.
over on YouTube it says Mega Farms looks like Austin Powers. I never thought that. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Let's see, James.
No,
Everybody's off the rails today. Everybody.
no,
It's Monday.
I got nothing.
All right.
I'll wait. I'm waiting for one more.
Oh, losing you. James.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I there's one more subject. When we get to it, I have some good intel on it.
Okay, would that be the Lavrov story?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Russia's Lavrov says no deal can be signed by Zelensky since he's illegitimate. He said, quote, "We would need a very clear understanding by everybody that the person who is signing is legitimate. And according to the Ukrainian constitution, Mr. Zelensky is not at the moment." What's that, Dave?
Can I go first? I got James's notes. Can I go first?
You know what? We should do that just as punishment for James knocking himself off the screen. But no, James, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead, James.
Get it out of the
Well,
ballpark.
this is something that kind of I was bushwhacked by it. It really was. I couldn't believe it. It's such a simple thing, but to have Russia actually bird dog that and find it, I was really very surprised. Russian Foreign Ministry Sergei Lavrov says Russia views Zelensky de facto head of regime, meaning Zelensky became president after the 2019 election. Martial law was introduced in February of 2022. Had martial law not been introduced, the next election would have been March 31st, 2024, and his term would have ended May 20th. And it's such a technical thing. You're only talking about a spread of 2 months, but according to the law and according to their martial law scheme, he should have never been after. That goes to say here in the United States, too. If martial law was declared, that president stays the president until martial law is taken away. So to have Russia monitor that and actually call bullshit when it was bullshit, I'm like, go Russia.
Yeah, well, and again, is this more narrative seeding for what's going to be taking place here? It could very well be. Brian said, "Is this a bedwetter, James?"
It is. Hell yeah, it is.
Exactly. Dave?
No, I think Zelensky is perfect for that president. Obviously, before he became the Ukrainian president, He had a long, successful career as a comedian, an actor, and a media producer. So it fits it perfect. I mean,
Exactly.
that's all you got to say. He's in place to play a part.
Yep. Alex?
Would we see that Ukraine might be the proving grounds of a strategy going clear back to when and which president to
You bet.
overthrow a standing government and install who they want to play the part? I hear the dueling banjos in the background.
Exactly. Wendy J said a tutu dancer. Exactly. All right, moving on to the last story. The Trump Department of Justice has just delivered thousands of pages of Epstein-related documents to the Oversight Committee. The Trump DOJ is moving at a pace far faster than anything ever produced by the Biden DOJ. Now, we've had a lot of people on YouTube today saying, what about Epstein files? What about Epstein's? Well, there it is. President Trump's DOJ releasing more than the entire 4 years of the Biden administration. Alex?
Look, transparency. We talk about it on this show all the time. The more transparent, the more information that you can give the public to review and critically think about, everything that's going on starts to make a whole lot more sense.
Yep. Dave?
It's coming out. So obviously, as soon as they release what we need to find out, we'll understand why the delay was in with these Epstein files. I believe they're just holding on to it as they're bringing criminal charges against the people who need to be put in jail.
Right. James?
You know, I'm so thankful. Look, I saw Dave looking down. He can't read my handwriting. I knew he was trying to steal this shit. Some of the new data, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, flight locations of Epstein's plane from the year 2000 to the year 2014. The files would not be released to the public to ensure the victim's identification and child sex abuse materials are not redacted, or are redacted, excuse me.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be transparent, but I appreciate the fact that they are protecting the children and they're protecting the victims. I think that's imperative.
100%, and that's the direction we're going. And President Trump's DOJ, as well as some other entities within our government, it's reckoning time. All right, everybody. Well, it looks like we didn't hit our 100,000 today, which is surprising, but given all of the challenges, especially from James, it's not surprising. Even though we normally hit our 100,000, that's okay. We'll hit it tomorrow, I'm sure. And hopefully we won't have any, what should I call them, surprises from James tomorrow. But as we all know, we just never know for sure. All right, well, let's move to the final thoughts. James?
Oh, sure. You had to pick on me first. Well, thanks for everybody being here. I just want you to know, even though that you sent some gifts to me, they're not going to me, they're going to him right there.
That's part of your punishment, James.
That's right.
All right. So we got a lot of energy going on this week. I think it's going to be telling. I'm always anxious to turn on the news, look through TikTok, since the news really on television doesn't tell us anything. And I'm excited to see what happens. We got to remember XRP launches a MasterCard today, so that should do something to the price of XRP. There's a lot of speculation on that. It's going to be an exciting week. Appreciate you all being here.
Excellent. Dave?
Thanks for everybody joining us here on this Monday. Trump has a busy Monday going on in the Oval Office. He is meeting with the president of the Republic of Korea today, and I'm sure there'll be some more exciting press stuff coming out of that. So thanks for everybody tapping. Thanks for all the gifts, and we'll see what tonight and tomorrow bring.
Exactly. Alex?
I appreciate you three gentlemen, the camaraderie, the friendship, giving each other a hard time. James, you didn't disappoint today. Thank you, sir. Everybody take time to put your feet on the ground. Grounding is a real thing. When you ground your feet, it allows the separation of blood cells in your bloodstream, and it helps your circulation. It helps your mental clarity. Time is the only thing we can't buy more of, and we certainly appreciate you spending your time here with us daily, Monday through Friday. and I hope everybody has a really great week.
100% I agree. So, as you all know, we had some challenges today, specifically due to James. But that being said, I'm so glad that we were able to get him back on. Dave coming to the rescue as our backup tech guy and getting James on Mega Farms. That was a great move. And as Alex has said, and James and Dave, this wouldn't be a show without you guys. We're so grateful that we get to share so much time every week with each and every one of you. It's just an absolute blessing. And let's not forget that the best is yet to come. So, Alex, what are you taking us out with today?
Well, I got a song for James.
Oh, I hope so. Exactly.
That works. I like that.
Very, very apropos, Alex. Oh, and now he's got his aviator glasses on too. James, not playing around. Absolutely love it. Danger zone. There he is right there. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time.
It was a toss-up between this one or Jailhouse Rock.